Hey, ¿qué pasa, bandita? Soy Gato Plays y estamos en la reacción de Gojo contra Makima, Jujutsu Kaisen contra Chainsaw. Vamos a ver quién gana. Dicen que es muy parejo. Yo le voy a Gojo. Espero con todo mi ser que gane Gojo. Estoy grabando esto fuera de directo. No alcancé a hacer directo, no vaya. Así que, pues bueno, esto es aparte. A ver. Satoru Gojo. Vamos a ver qué rollo. Hasta rimó, güey. Tengo el flow en las venas. Damn. Güey, neta que si pierde Gojo, no sé, güey. Me mato. Puta madre. Empecé a ver Jujutsu relativamente hace poco. De hecho, en cuanto anunciaron Gojo contra Makima, me puse a ver Jujutsu. Está muy bueno, Ya me habían dicho que estaba bueno, pero no le había dado su tiempo, güey. Ahora sí, dije, wow. Está muy verga, güey. También vi Chainsaw, pero la neta ese no me... He visto 2 capítulos, pero ese no me terminó de enganchar tanto como lo hizo Jujutsu, güey. Y le iba a seguir viendo al Chainsaw, güey, pero salió el Spider-Man y me pegó una viciada. Entonces ya no le dediqué tiempo, güey. Por cierto, esto es lo de la preview, así que por eso no le estoy poniendo atención. Sheesh. Teacher de la Jujutsu High. Le gusta Geto, sus estudiantes, Digimon. Ah, cabrón. ¿Cómo es eso que le gusta? ¿Qué? No le gusta Mongoose, decía. Ay, hijos de la chingada, cabrón. Qué pendejos. Si no entendieran la referencia, es un spoiler de Jujutsu, güey. Así que mejor no lo digo, aunque ellos probablemente lo digan más adelante. El Among Us, güey. Aunque probablemente si te gusta Jujutsu te enteraste, ¿no? Se hizo medio viral. Sheesh. Limitless. Es un papucho el Gojo, güey. Damn. Me han dicho, por cierto, que la película también está verguísima. Esa no la he visto, pero pronto me la voy a ver, porque ya terminé la temporada 1. La paradoja. Muchas mitades.
Hence, infinity. Yeah, it might sound complicated, but it basically creates a spatial force field around Gojo at all times.
Techniques on this level would burn out other sorcerers in seconds. That's where Gojo's incredible 6 eyes come in.
Los 6 ojos. Esto no sé de qué va, la neta. Hasta donde voy en Jujutsu no han hablado de eso.
6 eyes and Limitless gave Gojo the power to manipulate space itself. Gojo's blue technique attracts and condenses space into singularities. With reversal red, Gojo does the opposite, repelling space. Think push and pull. But you may be asking, how does one accomplish this with cursed energy? With math!
Energía maldita. ¡A la verga!
¡No! Exactly. Cursed energy is typically negative, like with
mi peor enemigo.
Multiplied by itself. Negative cursed energy becomes positive, creating red.
Oh, strawberry and blueberry.
So, what happens when you combine a positive
el morado.
and negative?
Grape?
0. And by combining reversal red and lapse blue, Gojo creates hollow purple, an enormous ball of curse energy that literally applies the concept of 0 to an opponent, crushing and repelling them into nothing.
Es un borrado, ¿no?
Swiss Army knife,
básicamente.
Teleportation, even expanding Limitless to fry his enemies. Gojo can also use positive energy
la verga.
among his wounds, and he's
la verga.
refreshing his brain with it 24/7 to keep up with all of this.
La neta, aquí no voy a argumentar mucho, güey, porque no termino de comprender los poderes de los dos. No voy muy avanzado en Jujutsu, entonces no sé todo lo que puede hacer Gojo.
A technique called domain expansion.
Every sorcerer worth their salt needs one. And you know,
expansión de dominio, güey. Y de Makima, pues sí, todavía menos.
Exposure to unlimited void overloads your
encima dicen que está muy parejo, así que ni cómo guiarme de la opinión pública. El jocoso, what?
so much energy.
En el
you can
mundo
only do it
hay
like once a
personas.
day. Oh wait, except for Gojo, who has done it multiple times in a row. Thanks again, Six Eyes.
Quite frankly, Gojo was getting so strong that the axis of the Jujutsu world began to turn on him. Like the meta of a fighting game defined by one broken character,
El
he
meta.
defined the hierarchy of power in the sorcerer world. He alone was the honored one.
His mere presence can cause earthquakes. He outran sonic
Terremotos.
explosions and
Ok, se viene lo
applied
chido.
energy within a microsecond.
Gojo has been repeatedly stated
Match,
by
¿qué era?
many to be the
284?
strongest sorcerer there is.
That includes his ex-student Hikari, who can dodge lightning, or this
Ok.
little volcano-headed cursed
Masivamente
Jogo, the
hipersónico.
embodiment of humanity's fear of fire, who can bring down city-shattering meteors.
A la
and
verga.
kicked his ass with zero.
Pilotones.
But strength alone was not enough to fix his cursed world. When Geto rejected Jujutsu Society to forge his own justice, Gojo's philosophy changed.
Había cosas faster than light, no sé si se las contaron, creo que no.
Sorcerers to carry the torch when he could not.
It's all about setting an example.
Nah,
If it
voy a
means
ganar.
the world where his companions
Qué
can
bien me
stand
caigo yo,
shoulder
güey.
to shoulder as equals. Who cares if he's gotta show up?
No le dieron faster than light. Ok. Era una ventaja muy buena para Gojo, el faster than light. Pero si no se la cuentan, van a estar parejos en velocidad, me parece. Voy a adelantar esta mamada. Oh, Hello Fresh. Lo bueno de no estar viéndolo en estreno, le puedo adelantar a la verga.
Ah, what a beautiful day. The sun is shining. The birds
Yeah.
are singing.
And a giant AK-47.
A la verga.
The sky rains blood. Millions are dead.
Nah, güey. El mundo de Chainsaw está bien rancio, cabrón.
Calm down. There's no reason to panic. It's just that in the world of Chainsaw Man, devils exist, and your fear makes them strong.
Es parecido a
Never mind.
Jujutsu,
Panic.
Remember that spider you shrieked
pero
at
aquí la
when
gente
the
sigue a los
last time you
demonios.
found yourself dicing onions? Now the spider and knife devils are the
En
monster
Jujutsu es como de-
products of your nightmares, and they
Ah,
hate
nadie
you.
cree en las maldiciones, vale
The
verga.
fearsome gun devil stood as the epitome of terror and destruction. and
Pero
was
aquí ni cómo
responsible
ignorar
for
esa mamada,
the
loco.
loss of lives. But a group was formed to combat it and the other devils that plagued humanity.
Los
the
papus.
Devil Hunters.
Live in Japan and get yourself a pesky zombie problem? It's time to call the fourth
El
division
Denji,
of
güey.
the
Eso sí, el Denji me cae muy bien.
Devil Extermination.
A
Porque dice ñénguele.
government-funded Devil Hunter unit led by a stone-cold vixen, Makima.
She's
La
dressed like
zorra
Goku
les
with a
dice,
flame
a la
sword and a
verga.
sadistic streak. She's been in the game for a while
Makima.
and just found herself a new prize.
The union of man and pet devil dog, Denji.
También Puchitas Gold, güey. Está muy bonito.
Live under her as a human dog or die by her hand as a devil.
Sounds sketch, but Denji's brain was set to teenage boy and Makima's hot. So in short order, Makima
Está buena la Makima, güey. Eso es un hecho, güey. No creo que sea algo debatible, ¿no?
Though you'd be ill-advised to mess with her.
Sure, for her position, you'd expect
Por cierto,
her to defend
también hay
herself.
gente que compara a Makima, güey, con la dulce princesa, cabrón. ¿Se imaginan que hubieran hecho dulce princesa contra Makima? En vez de contra Gojo, güey.
She can call
No
death upon
mames.
anyone she chooses
Hola,
through a
verga.
complicated
Me fue seco.
ritual, and even survive being shot through the head.
Because, as they say in the Devil Hunter world, you need your screws loose
Los...
to live.
¿Qué será eso? ¿Como tipo telepatía? No, telequinesis se llama, ¿no?
There's no
Como que los
way
aplasta
this
con la mente,
clearly
güey.
evil character could be a villain in disguise.
A la
The
verga.
Japanese government has been keeping a close eye on Makima
El
ever
demonio del
since she was
control.
born. Rightfully so. She isn't some F-tier scrub like the Bat or Leech devils. She's the Control Devil, embodying humanity's collective fear of the oppressed.
No le gustan los
In a way,
buffets. Eso también es referencia a
she's more
algo.
terrifying than the Gun Devil.
Makima can exert absolute mental control over any creature she views as inferior to her, which is basically everyone. People, animals.
Controla cualquier cosa que vea inferior a ella.
She can even hijack their senses.
Eso no debería servir en Gojo, ¿no? Porque el vato tiene mucho ego.
Makima's far stronger, faster, and more durable than the average person.
Plus, her
No sería
metabolism
simp.
lets her slam down as many beers as she wants to. So, Makima,
Él es
if you're into
Smegma, ¿no? Como les
completely
dicen.
alcoholic
Un Sigma.
rednecks, you know who to call.
By drinking blood, she can heal her injuries, and her sense of
Se
smell
cura.
is so potent that it can spot targets from over
Transferencia de
300
daño.
miles away.
Not only can she
El daño
control
se
your
transfiere a
mind,
la
but your body, too,
población de
with
Japón.
telekinesis. She can mess up your
What
internal
the
organs or blow you away with
Gojo es
finger guns.
japonés,
She doesn't
no.
shoot you with invisible bullets.
Me pregunto si hizo ser un argumento, güey.
Just happens out of nowhere. She controls all sorts of things with these ghostly chains that stab her victims. Once they're hooked, they're
Mientras, si bien no se dice, las cadenas parecen ser intangibles.
There's the massive fox devil, the future devil for precognition.
Ok, esos son los demonios que tiene, güey.
Just to stab you.
But I'm definitely all about the blow shit up devil, the undead party devil, the flamethrower devil, and the unholy matrimony that's
son como sus Pokémon,
which will make you see God before you die.
After the 20th time, seeing God gets kind of old. Anyway, like other devils, Makima can form contracts with people to give them power.
But unlike other devils, her control power
Fortalece otra dimensión el demonio araña.
Like when she forced Japan's
el demonio del futuro.
A contract that states, and I quote, any attack made on her will be changed into appropriate illnesses or accidents among Japanese citizens.
Damn, eso está cabrón, güey.
The verbiage of Makima's contract is worded specifically so that she quickly heals from any damage that is perceived to be an attack, transferring said damage to some poor random citizen of Japan.
A la verga.
Imagine like taking a shit and Makima gets hit and whoops, guess you're wiping at the gate.
Te tocó, ni modo. Verga.
Makima set out to create the world that she wanted. No more pain, no more war, no more bad movies. The world would be perfect.
No más malas películas.
She needed the Chainsaw Devil
seguramente odia Marvel, güey.
Just so happened to be living as Denji's heart.
Es cinéfila mamadora.
Gojo is actually the Chainsaw Devil. Oh, talk about shitty luck, kid.
In the depths of hell, Makima watched in awe as the Chainsaw Devil literally ate devils and eradicated plagues from existence. Because of the Chainsaw Devil, in this world, concepts like nuclear bombs, HIV, and even Nazis do not exist.
He literally ate the concept of Nazis out of existence.
However, as Makima didn't see Denji or the Chainsaw Devil beneath her, she could not directly control him. She needed to
eliminas un concepto,
so
tal cual.
she decided to build Denji up and then tear him down as cruelly as possible.
First, she murdered Denji's found family one by one.
Hija de puta.
She made Chainsaw Man into a public hero, stripping him of the power devils receive by being feared.
Oh, so she could control her precious Chainsaw Devil and make him press backspace on anything she didn't like.
Her telekinetic bangs shot the Chainsaw Devil out of orbit, and they stalemated the Darkness Devil, which embodies.
No han hablado de feats de stats, ¿no?
Makima is stronger than devils like the Bomb Devil, who can easily blow up buildings, or the Typhoon Devil, which made cities.
400 kilotones, más débil que Gojo.
Devil fragment. This large behemoth moved over 300 miles in a few seconds.
Uy, te van a dar velocidad similar.
Can make it pretty lonely at the top.
Makima's quest may have been to make the world a better place through domination, but the truth she was never willing to admit to herself was that she really wanted to understand human emotion. After all, you can't control someone and love them at the same time.
Too bad she never quite found the answer she was looking for when the Chainsaw Man defeated her once and for all by cutting her to pieces, cooking her into a 7-course
Ahí salió el buffet, güey.
Ate her?
Qué mierda, cabrón.
The love Makima tried to understand was her undoing. Despite the hell she put him through, Denji still loved Makima in his own way. So the act of devouring her was its own act of love and did not count as an attack, bypassing her immortality.
Completely batshit insane. That's Chainsaw Man for you. Who knows, Wiz? Eventually, the Control Devil will come back, though it won't be Makima.
While her path back to hell was paved with
regresó, pero no como tal. Nomás tiene los ojos, al parecer.
That Makima came so close to her ideal future.
Ok, no tengo ni puta idea quién va a ganar, güey. Velocidad similar, Gojo es más fuerte, pero aquí lo que va a importar son las habilidades. Entonces, ni puta idea, la neta, pero le voy a Gojo, güey. Ya, si Gojo pierde, güey, pierde mi familia, ¿va?
We'll be considering curses and devils to be comparable beings to avoid arbitrary terminology in their power systems that might make this fight incompatible.
A ver. ¿Hay reglas especiales para este combate? Ok, a ver.
We'll be considering curses and devils to be comparable beings to avoid arbitrary terminology in their power systems that might make this fight incompatible.
Ok, van a poner a las maldiciones y a los demonios como cosas similares. Creo que está bien.
We will also consider Gojo and Makima citizens of the same Japan to balance it out.
¿Cómo?
We will also consider Gojo and Makima citizens of the same Japan to balance it out.
Ok. Prácticamente están haciendo como que son del mismo mundo, ¿no? Del mismo Japón, dice. Bien. Ok. No sé si eso suena como vamos a hacer ganar a Makima. Por favor, gana Gojo. ¡Gana Gojo! ¡Ayúdenme! Por cierto, los que están ahí atrás son los muertos de esta temporada, güey. De las animaciones 3D al menos. Está por ahí el Alex. Está el Chosen Undead. Está Gods. ¿Tú ven? Y varios randoms. Por favor, gana Gojo, güey. Te lo pido con todo mi ser, güey. Necesitas ganar, cabrón. Necesitas ganar. Cierra el hocico, puta, le dice. Ok. Sacó a los demonios, güey. Pero todavía no saca los chidos. Blue. Ok. La espadilla. No lo puede tocar. Se sacó de onda, ¿no? ¡A tu madre! ¡No! ¡Era mi tío, güey! ¡Qué mamada!
But that much won't matter to you soon.
Don't worry. I'm Satoru Gojo, the strongest.
El más fuerte.
Confident, strong, and idiotic.
Damn.
Be sure to write it on your tombstone.
Uy, siguen los chidos, ¿no? Ahora. Nah, güey, que la va a agarrar a él.
Con.
¿Cock? A la verga. ¡Megatron! ¿Volvió de la muerte?
Hope we don't kill you too quickly.
I should be good, since you're so weak.
Bang.
Bang. What? Pasó su infinito.
Bang. Bang. Bang.
¡Oh! ¿Se puede regenerar de eso?
Now, be a good boy and play dead.
¿Voy yo? ¿Voy yo?
Should I bark too? I'm getting really tired of your pets.
Expansión de dominio. Se curó. ¿No va a ser la expansión? A huevo. Ahí está, la expansión de dominio. ¡A la verga! Ya, güey, tiene que ganar con esto.
Heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one.
¡A tu madre! Ya, se acabó. ¡Vamos a mamarla! ¿Qué? ¿Cuánto? ¡A la verga! 1000 hechiceros fueron asesinados, güey. Claro, no mames. Bueno. Ganó Gojo, vamos, cabrón.
Gojo and Makima were complicated to compare.
Estuvo bien la pelea, ¿eh?
Gojo had a lot going for him.
It's no surprise given that his reputation.
Nomás siento que al principio la animación se sintió un poco rarita.
At least it was.
First of all, it's unlikely Makima would see Gojo as inferior to her, in a similar way to how she saw Denji. So she wouldn't be able to immediately control Gojo.
Gojo's
porque le valdría verga, ¿no?
Plenty of people have recognized that after only seeing him once. Being better than everyone is literally Gojo's thing.
Plus, Gojo automatically refreshes his brain with positive cursed energy 24/7.
Qué épico, güey.
Even if Makima could control him, it wouldn't last very long.
Gojo is obviously stronger too. The best feat we can compare Makima to is the
más fuerte, sí.
Storms. But that's nothing compared to the meteor created by Jogo.
Y tiene mejores, me parece, mejores hazañas.
However, considering she reacted to the Gun Devil fragment, Makima would actually be a bit faster.
Le dieron más rápido a Makima.
Limitless for her speed to matter.
Makima had more devils than you can shake a fin at,
Makima era más rápida y Gojo más fuerte.
Fire bombs, just zombies. It's all stuff Gojo's dealt with before, and with zero issues.
And Gojo could easily wipe out her demonic crowd with red and blue whenever he wanted to.
The future devil could clue her in on anything nasty coming her way, but that wouldn't last forever. Plus, with Gojo's six eyes and teleportation, she had zero opportunities to break away and set up her instant kill moves.
Okay. But Gojo would obviously lose if he couldn't permanently kill Makima. Six Eyes couldn't inform him of Makima's contract with the Prime Minister, and eventually one of Gojo's attacks could cause his death instead, even if it took a while.
Lo que les decía, Gojo es japonés, ¿no?
Past Limitless with her finger guns. Makima could land attacks directly on Gojo's body, meaning there's no projectile for Limitless to detect and infinitely slow down.
Though when they did land, Gojo's healing ensured that he repaired his body quickly.
Okay, es lo bueno que sea más fuerte.
Have a counter to Gojo's domain expansion. Unlimited Void overloads its target with unlimited information. It's not really an attack.
You could call it an attack on the senses, but even if she could transfer it to other Japanese citizens,
okay. Ya veo por dónde van.
We can compare this to the Doll Devil, who was defeated by a technique similar to Unlimited Void.
Despite being able to transfer her mind across a large number of hosts, the Doll Devil was still trying to transfer infinite information across finite people. Even with
información infinita, cierto, con la expansión.
Makima would still be overwhelmed.
Wait, doesn't that mean Gojo just unintentionally killed basically everyone in Japan?
Don't think about it.
No pienses en eso. Verga.
So he was still unaffected.
Good for him. The moment Unlimited Void landed, Makima would be stuck, opening her up for a good old hollow purple.
Her contract isn't perfect. Makima only ever regenerated as long as there was some mass to come back from.
But hollow purple disintegrates anything it touches to zero. Literally, there's no way she was regenerating from that.
Sure, control as a concept will
no había que regenerar,
güey. The reincarnation of the control devil isn't Makima. This was one of the craziest fights we've ever had.
Okay.
With Gojo's raw power
técnicamente revivió, pero no es Makima, vaya. Y aunque lo fuera, sería como el caso de Phoenix, se puede resucitar, pero a largo plazo. Ok. A ver, y el next time, muchos dicen que puede ser Halloween. Yo creo que ya no queda con el timing. Pero a ver, ¿no? A ver. No sé, güey. Capaz si es, no sé, Ang contra Capitán Planeta, Goku contra Superman 3, Venom contra Dios. Ay, sí es de Halloween, no más. Scooby contra Juárez. ¡No! Sí. No mames. No mames, sí, güey, sí. ¿Qué pedo? No, güey, me esperaba todo menos Scooby contra Coraje. ¡Dios! ¡Fucking cine! ¡Fucking cine, güey! ¡Vamos! ¡Vamos! ¡Qué rico, cabrón! No me lo esperaba. No me lo esperaba. ¡Oh, qué hermoso! ¡Por fin! ¡Por fin, cabrón! ¡Scooby contra Coraje! Carajo, el fierro me arde. Dios, en cuanto vi esto, güey. No puede ser. No puede ser. No puede ser, Dios. Sí. Va a estar épico este episodio, güey. No, voy a chillar, güey. Creo que me vine, no sé, 3 veces, güey, aproximadamente. Todo salió bien, güey. Ganó Gojo, Scooby contra Coraje. ¡Qué mamada! ¡Vamos! No, me voy a miar, güey, me voy a miar, no puede ser. Por cierto, el postanálisis me parece que le explicaron bastante bien. No conozco mucho de ninguno de los dos, conozco más de Gojo y no sé mucho. Pero, no sé, sonaba razonable lo que decían. A ver si causa arena, ay, porque era bastante parejo esto, entonces capaz y sí, capaz y no. Como sea, vayan a ver mis videos de Spider-Man. Sí, qué juegazo, por cierto. Y nos vemos en la siguiente reacción, que va a ser Scooby contra Coraje. Uno de mis matchups favoritos, güey. Favoritos, nada. GG, me meo y adiós, ¿vale? Chao, chao.